Here is your latest Africa News Update.
Monsieur le Président de l'Assemblée Générale,
Mr. President of the General Assembly, dear colleagues, heads of state, Mr. Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, I offer you my sincere congratulations on your election, and I wish you every success in the conduct of the work of the 74th session of the General Assembly. We must firmly reject populist discourse, which manipulates minds, feeds hatred, and which ultimately normalizes racism, xenophobia, and violent extremism. Contrary to that, a piece of African wisdom extols peaceful coexistence and respect for diversity through the conciliatory effort that establishes the reign of the city of peace, where each human lives in peace with himself and with his neighbour. Because, as this piece of wisdom tells us, the rainbow owes its beauty to the varied tones of its colours. All this to say that peace is also diversity, that there can be no superior centre of civilization which would dictate to others the way they should be and the way they should act, and that all cultures, all civilizations are of equal dignity. Senegal therefore decided to establish the Gorée Memorial to commemorate the dark period of slavery, and to appeal for the peaceful coexistence of peoples in respect for their diversity. We are in favour of a different vision of the paradigm of relations with the continent, free from prejudices and founded on renewed and mutually beneficial partnerships. Africa does not need tutoring. Africa needs partnership. We want fairer exchanges that do not exaggerate the perceived risk of investing on the continent, which pay a fair price for commodities, which protect the rights of host countries alongside the interests of the investor, and which promote the creation of local value chains. We call for a reform of the international tax system, so that taxes are paid in the place where the activity creates wealth and profit, and that firmer action be taken against tax fraud and tax evasion, and against money laundering and other illicit financial flows, which deprive Africa of more than $100 billion a year. More inclusive global governance, more balanced trade, a reformed international tax system, and the implementation of agreed commitments. This, for Africa, is what is truly at stake with multilateralism today. And this, for Africa, are the true challenges that we need to overcome together if we want to galvanize multilateral efforts to eradicate poverty, to promote quality education, to take action against climate change, and to promote inclusion. In doing so, it remains the case that the destiny of peoples remains, first and foremost, in their own hands. Ladies and gentlemen, faced with the ideal of peace and human fraternity that brings us here today, Senegal is delighted to host the 9th World Water Forum in 2021 and the 4th Youth Olympic Games in 2022. This is a first for Africa in the history of the Olympic movement. We hope that these two events will contribute to bolstering peace and fraternity among peoples and to building a better world a world that is more welcoming for all. We invite the entire United Nations family. I wish every success to the work of this session and thank you for your kind attention.
If you like informative and educative African videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our latest videos.